Go ahead.
All right. Hey,
Good
everybody.
evening.
Welcome. So, thanks for joining us this evening, or if you're listening to the replay. So, tonight we wanted to talk about go for the no. So, a lot of times we get discouraged when we hear no's, but no can actually be a good thing. So, I have some statistics that I wanted to kind of bring out just to help appreciate the importance of following up and not giving up on people. One of the statistics I want to read is only 2% of sales occur at first meeting. So if you've invited somebody, to look at the opportunity or to come to a class and they've only attended one class, only 2% actually are going to make a choice at that point. So it just really emphasizes the fact that you need to keep following up and keep following up and meet people where they are. So it takes at least 5 to 7 exposures to get a yes. So before you're even going to get any type of answer, you really need to expose the person to what you're doing, what you're saying at least 5 to 7 times. So some more statistics because I'm a numbers person. So 44% give up after one no. So after the first time they hear a no, so this is after the initial time they've been contacted, they follow up, and that first time they hear a no, they give up. That's 44%. That's a large sum of people that at that point say, you know what? Okay, let me move on to the next person. Um, 22% of all people give up after the second no. 14% after the third no, and then 12% after 4 times. But here's the key right here. So 80% of all prospects will say yes after the fourth time. So 4 times they'll tell you no before a yes. So if you are like the majority of people and at the 44% or 22% have already given up, then you've missed out on maybe your next business builder, your next diamond, your next person that is really going to grab hold of the business and the opportunity. So it's so important that we follow up, and meet people where they are. So a little bit more numbers to throw out there for you. 63% of people interested. So these are people that you talk to, you've connected with, and they're like, you know what, that sounds really good. Like I really, I need to get my kit. I need to get started. I need to learn more. I want to learn more about the oils. 63% of those people that are interested, they'll not purchase anything for 3 months. So 3 months. So if you think about that, what you're doing today is might not manifest or fester until 3 months from now. Um, the other thing to think about statistically is 20% of those people will not do anything for 12 months or more. So it might take them a whole year before they, do anything or anything like that. So again, it really helps us to appreciate you want to follow up with people. You want to come back to them and meet them where they are because they might not be ready the first time you expose them to the oils and expose them to wellness. They might not be ready the second time you expose them to it. They might not be ready the third time, the fourth time, or the fifth time. So, how many times have you gone to these people and shared with them your passion for the wellness and the oils? Because statistically, you need to give them 5 to 7 exposures. And what many people have found is the most successful people, they're able to do those 5 to 7 exposures closer together. If you're able to do them closer, then you're going to get results faster. So a thing to keep in mind when we're talking about go for the no. So when we're out there prospecting, we're talking to people, we want to hear no, because no is not no, I don't like you. No, we're not friends. Because are there family members or friends that I have that are not doing oils? Absolutely. Does that mean I love them any less or they love me any less? No, it's just not for them, or it's not for them right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. So when we're talking about go for the no, we have to detach ourselves from that no. Because there's an analogy that in the book, Go for the No, that they talk about as our kids. So everybody on this call, I believe, has kids. So, and if you don't, you have nieces or nephews or something like that. So when you think about that again, when your son or daughter comes to you and they're like, "Mommy, I want cookies," and you're like, "No, baby, we haven't even had breakfast." No, they're not crushed because you said no, they can't have cookies. They're not thinking, "Oh, well, see, mommy doesn't love me because she doesn't give me cookies." No, they just come back later and ask you again. Like, they're gonna wait a little bit of time, especially I think about like my dating. Like, so 5 minutes later, I just told him no, and he's like, "So, mommy, can I have cookies?" No. So, mommy, can I have cookies? No. So, mommy, can I have cookies? Because he knows the same thing that we're teaching today. Like, you want to keep asking and keep asking because it might change. It might change. Their circumstance might change. Maybe they've read something that changes, because now oils are becoming more and more, knowledgeable. More people are aware of them. So we want to keep making sure we're following up, and following up. And when we consistently do that, we realize we don't run out of people. You're not really going to run out of people, because the person that, maybe 3 months ago wasn't ready to get started. Well, hey, we just had convention. We just had the launch of some awesome products. Like, even if they're like, "Hey, I'm not interested in oils at all," are they taking a summer vacation? Could they benefit from some sunscreen? Could they benefit from bug repellent? I mean, I know me, I don't go outside much because I don't like dealing with the bugs. So that might be something for you to follow up with them and to check back in with them. Like, "Hey, so 6 months ago when I told you about my Young Living business and I, shared the oils with you, you weren't interested. But you know what I really think that you would love to hear about is some of our new products. Did you know we have makeup now? You need a lip gloss? do you want to try the insect repellent?" And you never know how you might be able to start with them. And so that's one thing we want to keep in mind when we're following up, or promos. So again, next Saturday we're having the rally. I hope everybody's coming to the rally. More than likely they're going to roll out some type of promotions, some type of new things again. So follow up with those people. They weren't ready 6 months ago, but follow up with them and say, "Hey, you weren't interested in this. Maybe there's something else that could benefit you." So we want to do what we can to follow up with them and go for the no. So that's, one thing I want you to not be afraid to hear the word no, because you hear the word no, it doesn't mean that they don't like you. They just might not be interested in what you're sharing at the moment. So there's nothing wrong with hearing no. Detach yourself from the outcome of what happens and just do what you need to do to spread the word, because your motives. You know that what you have can genuinely change people's lives and genuinely help them. So when we come from a heart-centered sharing versus, I want something or I need something from this, people can feel that. People can see that. So we want to make sure that, when we're sharing, we're doing that. The other, baby, do you have anything right now?
Yeah, so I'm gonna chime in. I'm driving right now, so can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of that, because when I think of going for the no, it's really about accountability. Because when you think of it, sometimes we don't follow up with individuals because we feel like maybe we're badgering them or annoying them, and that usually that's not the case. 9 times out of 10, we'll ask somebody a simple question, such as, "What did you like most about what you experienced or what you heard at the class?" And they, instead of trying to tell us no, they will give us maybe some sort of excuse, which I'm sure this has happened to numerous individuals. So when we follow up, let's say the person says, "Yeah, I really like the oils, but you know what? I need to go home and talk to my significant other first." Okay, no problem. So we follow up with them, and then they say, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, he doesn't have enough information, and I got some things and some bills I got to pay next week, so I'm gonna get my kit in about 3 weeks. Call me back in 3 weeks." So what were the numbers again, Dana? It said 44% people quit after the first no, something like
Yes.
that. So think about it. If you never,
Yep. 44%. Yep.
44%. So if we never hold an individual accountable for what they say and follow up with them, then we never get a real answer. So until someone particularly tells you no, I'm not interested, stop contacting me, then it's never really a no. It's a not right now. Maybe I have some other things going on, and or maybe my interest level is not that high right now, or maybe they need more education. If those are the things they need, meet them, like Dana said, meet them where they're at. Get them those things that they need. If they need more education, hey, we have another class going on this month that you could attend. I'd love to get you some more information. If their spouse needs more information, hey, bring your spouse. So that way I can answer all their questions. Or such and such individuals here, they've been doing the business a little bit longer than I have. Use a resource to be able to answer their questions. Um, because a lot of times we will get those excuses and we automatically assume it's a no. And usually it's not. We just have to follow through and see what the real issue is, or see what they need, so that we can be able to assist them. Because like Dana said, if you're doing heart-centered sharing, it's not really just about the check that you're going to get from that person signing up. Because if we just push kits on individuals, they're going to buy a kit, it's going to go in a closet somewhere, they're not going to continue to use their oils, they're not going to share, so it's not really going to be a benefit anyway. So sometimes realize that a no is not really a no, it's just I might need more information. So the fact that you're getting those types of responses, whether you're getting someone that says, not right now, but check back with me next week when I get my income tax check, or I'm supposed to get a nice big check from work, make sure we do that follow through, because that means that you're doing the actions that's needed to build your business, to build your brand, and to continue to grow as a person. At some point, you're going to get used to getting so many no's. It's going to kind of be like dirt off your shoulder. And the person's going to, and you're going to be like, okay, no problem. I'll check back with you next week. And then we call them next week. And if they're ready to get started, sign them up. Great. If not, okay, when would you like me to contact you again? 2 weeks? Okay, we call them back in 2 weeks. So really that follow through is very important. We don't have to badger individuals. We just need to do what they ask us to do.
And I will say, to add on to that, again, following up, because again, a lot of people, they're busy, so they don't always necessarily think about it. It's not that they're not interested, they just have a lot of life going on. So you want to remind them, you want to keep them, on that same path and thought pattern. And a lot of people too, when they first come to a class, I've encountered so many people that they just view essential oils as something that smells good. They don't see the medicinal benefits of it, the properties of it. But we have reference guides. We have, the deeper meaning of a lot of this stuff. And so some people, it's going to take them a little bit more time to understand, how powerful it is and how much more effective it can be in conjunction with maybe what they're already doing. We're not saying that everything in their life has to completely change, but just adding a few things, they're going to see differences. They're going to see tremendous, especially with their health. So we want to love them, and we want to make sure that we're trickling some of those things in. The other thing that I wanted to talk about was as far as our warm market. So our friends, our family, the people that are close to us. One thing that I know for me that I did just starting off, like when I said, you know what, I'm doing this as a business, and this is part of our family and part of our family's life. Like I reached out to the people that I loved and I said, hey, so as like I started with Young Living, I started doing this as a business, and I really would appreciate your support. Would it be possible for you to just invite a few of your friends, invite them over, and then let me share my oils with them? And I'm telling you, this truly grew and helped us so much, because first and foremost, if they're your friends and family, they want to help you and they understand that you're serious about this. Because if it's something that every week they see you doing something different, then they're like, oh, there goes Dana with another one of her things or whatever, and they're not going to take it serious. But if you're like, you know what, this is what my family has chosen to do, this is the lifestyle that we have chosen to do, will you just support me in that? You don't even have to be honestly, if you want to buy a kit, that's awesome. But if you're not there yet, that's fine too. Just invite some of your friends, because it's going to help me and it's going to support me. And again, I can't tell you how much that has helped both sides of our families, like just reaching out to them and just being completely vulnerable and honest. Like, you know, it's not like they have to do much more than just clean their house and invite some friends. It's simple. It's really, really easy. And you will be shocked how many of your friends and family are at least willing to do that for you. Bay, anything?
Uh, I see there's something in the chat. I can't read it, but someone posted something in the chat. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was Aisha. She said, I'm glad you said that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let's take then a couple minutes. Is there any questions that we can answer or anything that anyone is struggling with that they might need assistance with? Feel free to chime in.
I don't know. I think I'll be good once I go to rally. I have to kind of remotivate myself. I've just been super uber busy with that one.
But you know what, Marissa? You kind of hit on a point, which is pretty interesting. Maybe we'll talk about this one day in a call. But it's so important to stay plugged in, because even though you're probably using your products at home and you're benefiting from them, when Young Living talks about health, wellness, and abundance, the abundance point or portion is being plugged in and being around other like-minded individuals, those who have the same vision, have the same goal. And even if they're like an individual like me who, like when I hear class, I kind of cringe, but when I hear rally or party, I'm there. So if that's what you need to get motivated again, just stay plugged in and surround yourself with individuals, like I said, who are like-minded, and make it something that's enjoyable for you. If classes are enjoyable for you, attend classes, do classes. If gatherings or quote-unquote small parties are more your thing, where we're cooking with oils, we're passing oils and adding them to drinks or doing something creative, then make that your niche. But either way, just find something to do, some type of activity during the month to stay plugged in and working with other individuals who are like you.
The other thing I'll say is you'll go through phases too. I mean, like there's different seasons. There's times when you're going to be hustling hard and you're going to be hitting the pavement and you're boom, 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 boom. And then there's other times when you're kind of just reaping the benefits of your hard work maybe a month ago. And you do have to gauge, you will be at different seasons, different places at different times.
Absolutely.
If that makes sense.
But that's the benefit of building something that's residual. I know when I was talking to Leah a few months ago, she was talking about how she was so grateful that she had built her business to silver, because there were some things going on and she had to take some time off to take care of family needs. And her residual check from Young Living still kept coming. Her residual check did not go down. So all the hard work she had put in before, it meant something. And she was allowed to take that time off, those couple of months, to tend to what she needed to. So like Dana said, it's going to be in seasons, but that's the beauty of being in a multi-level marketing company, especially one like Young Living, is it's something that's going to pay you over and over again for your hard work that you've done in the past. And that's way different than any type of job. I know on my day-to-day 9-to-5 job, if I take a day off, I don't get paid. So realize you're building something that's going to allow you that time freedom in the future. It's going to allow you more income, whether you're trying to supplement or replace. It's going to allow you to do those things that your 9-to-5 job just will not allow you to do.
So everybody get to the rally. I hope to see everybody there and invite. Make it a goal to at least bring 2 people with you. Just bring at least 2 people with you. If they're not Young Living members, guests are free. But just make it a point to bring at least 2 people with you, because your energy will pass on to their energy. If they are not members, they'll really be able to see and catch the vision there. So you want to get as many people as you can there at the rally. It's really going to be a good time. We have 2 platinum leaders. A platinum leader makes I think the median is $14,000 a month. So that means there's ones making way more and there's some making a little bit less. But regardless, those are the type of people you want to pick their brains. You want to see what they're doing to get to where they got to, and really kind of feed off of them as well.
And did you save me a ticket?
I do. I have one for you.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll give you the money for that.
Okay. Yep.
So what I would suggest very quickly before we close out is if you make it your goal to get 2 people there, I would find 2 people who are closest to you that have not been able to make it to a class or seen it, or if they've seen some type of exposure, and offer to pick them up, because that's the best way that you can guarantee that they'll be there. That way they don't get lost on the way and turn around and go home or come up with some other reason why they couldn't attend. Offer to pick them up, make a day out of it. It's only from 1 to 4, so a few hours. Make it enjoyable, and that way you can guarantee that you get 2 people there.
Yep. And then it's July 2nd. So look at your calendar for July. Is there maybe 2 classes you can schedule for this month?
You said the thing is July 2nd?
No. I'm saying today is July 2nd. Today is July 2nd. So I'm saying it's the beginning of the month. So you have a whole month to like kind of think of if you wanted to book any classes as well. That's all.
When is the rally?
The rally is July 8th. So this coming Saturday, this next Saturday, July 8th from 1 to 4.
Okay.
Yep. July 8th. Don't let me confuse you. Sorry.
Hey, Dana, you don't happen to have the class schedule for the month in front of you, do you?
I don't. I do know we're gonna try to do a business class. I think it was the 14th, which is a Friday, and then business boot camp. And then I don't have it in front of me. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I think it's the 14th. I want to say it's the 14th, but we'll post it in the group when we're for sure. But once a month, we're going to start doing classes that are specifically for building skills in this business that is based off of the game plan book. So this will be a great class to attend. The other 3 classes will be oil one-on-one classes, but one class will be a business builder class. So just start thinking about anyone who might be looking for a business opportunity or for a way to make more money. This will be a class that you could invite to as well, because you want customers, but you also want business builders on your team. So just keep that in mind. I think that's Friday the 14th at 6:30.
Alrighty, guys.
All right, go ahead and close this out.
All right. Bye, everybody.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, bye.
Bye.